What if I told you that 5 everyday habits you probably do without thinking could be silently destroying your prostate, stealing your sleep, and dramatically increasing your cancer risk? You might not realize that something as simple as holding your urine or drinking water the wrong way is secretly sabotaging your health and accelerating prostate problems that affect over 80 of men over 60. For centuries, traditional healers understood that certain daily practices could protect men from prostate enlargement and urinary problems, wisdom that modern medicine has abandoned, leaving millions of seniors suffering needlessly from symptoms that could be prevented. Ancient cultures knew the secret to maintaining prostate health throughout aging, but today's sedentary lifestyle and processed foods have made this traditional knowledge more critical than ever for survival. Groundbreaking Harvard research following 31 0 men for nearly 20 years reveals that men who made these simple daily adjustments reduced their prostate cancer risk by 33 and cut nighttime bathroom trips by 41. What's even more shocking is that most doctors never tell their patients about these natural approaches, despite decades of peer-reviewed studies proving their life-changing effectiveness. I'm Dr. Sarah, and what I'm about to share could be the difference between maintaining your independence and facing devastating prostate problems that rob you of sleep, dignity, and health. Subscribe now, because this video reveals shocking science combined with practical wisdom every single senior desperately needs to know immediately. Before we dive in, tell me, how many times are you waking up at night to use the bathroom? If this is your first time here, subscribe for more vital health insights that could transform your well-being completely. Today, I'm going to share 3 critical insights with you that could transform your prostate health and give you back those uninterrupted nights of sleep you've been missing. First, I'll reveal why the simple act of holding your urine is secretly enlarging your prostate. Second, we'll explore surprising Harvard research about natural prostate protection that most doctors never discuss with their patients. And third, I'll walk you through 5 daily habits that can reduce your enlarged prostate symptoms and help you sleep through the night without waking up to pee. Let me start by sharing James's story, one that perfectly illustrates what I see regularly in my practice. James is 68, a former postal worker from North Carolina. He's been married to his wife Mary for 39 years and is a grandfather of 3 who loves playing golf with his retirement buddies. James came to me already working well with his doctor for routine checkups. What he wanted was to reduce his frequent urination at night. He was waking up 4 to 5 times every night, which was exhausting both him and Mary. I coordinated with his medical team, and together we added the natural approaches I'm about to share with you to his daily routine. Within 6 weeks, James noticed he was only waking up once or twice per night instead of 4 or 5 times. His doctor was pleased with the progress and how he took an active role in managing his prostate health naturally. Today, James continues both his medical care and these lifestyle habits, feeling energetic enough to play 18 holes of golf without the constant worry about finding the nearest restroom. Now, let's talk about why your prostate is sending you these urgent signals and what you can do to prevent them. As someone who has worked with patients experiencing these urinary problems in older men for many years, I can tell you it's not just normal aging. There are everyday habits you might not even notice that put unnecessary strain on your prostate and cause benign prostatic hyperplasia symptoms. Your prostate and bladder work like a plumbing system in your home. Think of your bladder as the main water tank and your prostate as a valve that controls the flow through the pipes. As we age, this valve naturally gets a bit tighter, which is completely normal. But certain habits can make this valve work much harder than it needs to. Take holding your urine, for example. Whether you're out in public or at work and decide to hold it instead of going to the restroom, you're putting extra pressure on both your bladder and your prostate. Over time, your bladder stretches like an overinflated water balloon, and your prostate becomes compressed like a valve that's being forced to work against excessive water pressure. Here's what surprised me most about this problem. Most people don't realize that chronic urine holding can actually train your prostate to become more enlarged over time. When you consistently force your plumbing system to work under pressure, the pipes get strained and the valve gets stiff. That's why men who regularly hold their urine often develop that frustrating weak urine stream and the constant urge to pee feeling, even when their bladder isn't full. The wonderful thing is, this works with your body's natural wisdom when you listen to those early signals. What that means for you is learning to go when you feel the urge, rather than telling yourself you'll wait a bit longer. I'd love to hear about your experience with these nighttime interruptions. Have you noticed certain times of day when the urgency feels stronger? Share your observations in the comments. I read everyone, and your experiences help other viewers understand they're not alone in this journey. But here's what most doctors don't tell their patients about prostate health. There's groundbreaking research about natural prostate cancer prevention that could change everything about how you approach your daily routine. In 2016, a comprehensive study from Harvard University followed 925 men for nearly 20 years. The results were remarkable. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated only 4 to 7 times per month. Now, I know this might feel uncomfortable to discuss, but this research is too important to ignore. Think of your prostate like the filtration system in your home's plumbing. It produces fluid every day to keep everything flowing smoothly. If this fluid stays in the system for too long without being flushed out, sediment and buildup can accumulate in the pipes, leading to blockages and inflammation. Regular ejaculation helps refresh this fluid, essentially giving your plumbing system a thorough cleaning. This doesn't mean you need to worry about exact numbers or create pressure around this natural function. Balance is always key. For most men, maintaining regular sexual activity, whether with a partner or through masturbation once a day, is completely healthy and can actually be beneficial for reducing prostate inflammation causes. However, like any plumbing system, you don't want to overpressure the pipes either. Overdoing it, especially when it becomes compulsive, can lead to problems like fatigue or pelvic discomfort. The goal is natural, healthy function that works with your body's own rhythm. What questions would you ask your healthcare provider about adding natural approaches to support your prostate health? Comment below your questions. Help me create better content and guide how I explain these topics to my patients. If this information has been helpful so far, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what I'm about to share next. It's the heart of everything that makes the difference. Now let me walk you through the 5 most effective daily habits that can significantly improve your prostate health and help you regain control over those nighttime bathroom trips. Habit number 1. Smart water intake. This may sound basic, but proper hydration for prostate health has a far greater impact than most people realize. As we get older, our sense of thirst becomes weaker. So many people unknowingly drink far less water than they need. This causes urine to become more concentrated, which irritates both the bladder and the prostate, like running harsh chemicals through your plumbing system. But here's the key insight that changes everything. It's not just about drinking enough water. It's about timing your water intake to work with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. A study following over 0 men found that spreading water intake evenly throughout the day while reducing evening fluid consumption reduced nighttime urination episodes by 41%. Think of this like managing the water pressure in your plumbing system. You want steady, consistent flow during active hours, with reduced pressure when you're trying to rest. Here's exactly what to do. Drink most of your water between waking and 6 p.m. Have a glass when you wake up. Sip regularly throughout the day, but taper off about 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your plumbing system time to process and clear out before you need uninterrupted sleep. Habit number 2. Light post-meal walking. This may sound insignificant, but it provides real benefits for men's health over 60. Light walking after eating improves blood circulation in the pelvic area, which means more oxygen reaching your prostate tissue and better flow through your entire plumbing system. Research from the University of São Paulo found that men who walked for just 10 to 15 minutes after meals had 35 fewer symptoms of prostate enlargement compared to those who remained sedentary. Think of this gentle movement like running clean water through your pipes. It prevents stagnation and keeps everything flowing smoothly. You don't need intense exercise. A leisurely walk around the block or even walking in place for a few minutes helps activate the circulation your prostate needs to stay healthy. Remember, listen to your body and move at your own comfortable pace. Even gentle movement provides these circulation benefits. Habit number 3. Regular intimate activity. We touched on this earlier with the Harvard research showing that men with regular ejaculation had significantly lower prostate cancer risk. The key is finding a natural rhythm that feels right for your situation and relationship. Whether you're married, single, or somewhere in between, maintaining some form of regular sexual activity, including masturbation, helps keep your prostate's plumbing system functioning properly. This isn't about performance or meeting specific quotas. It's about honoring your body's natural functions in whatever way feels appropriate for you. For most men, this means some form of sexual release a few times per week. The research suggests this regular flushing of the system helps prevent the buildup of old cells and toxins that can lead to inflammation and potentially more serious problems. Habit number 4, prostate-supporting nutrition. Here's where I see the most confusion among my patients, and I understand why. There are many different dietary approaches being promoted online, from ketogenic to carnivore to plant-based diets. While some men do well with lower-carb approaches, the research I trust most for general prostate health points towards specific nutrients rather than extreme dietary restrictions. Focus on foods rich in lycopene, that powerful antioxidant found in tomatoes, watermelon, and pink grapefruit. Multiple studies show that men who regularly consume lycopene-rich foods have up to 28% lower risk of advanced prostate cancer. Think of lycopene like a protective coating for your plumbing system that prevents corrosion and damage over time. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage contain compounds called sulforaphanes, which support your body's natural detoxification processes. These act like natural pipe cleaners, helping to keep your prostate cells healthy and resilient. I also encourage zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, which many traditional cultures used specifically for men's health. Zinc helps maintain proper flow and function in your body's plumbing system. The key is balance and consistency rather than extreme restrictions. Work with your healthcare provider if you're considering major dietary changes, especially if you have other health conditions. Habit number 5, quality sleep for hormonal balance. This might be the most overlooked aspect of natural prostate health. Research consistently shows that men who enjoy regular, uninterrupted sleep have significantly fewer prostate-related problems. A long-term study following over 400 men for 10 years found that those experiencing sleep disturbances were twice as likely to develop aggressive prostate cancer compared to those who slept well. Poor sleep disrupts the hormonal balance that keeps your prostate functioning properly. Think of sleep as the maintenance time when your body's plumbing system gets its repairs and tune-ups. Without adequate rest, cortisol and testosterone balance gets disrupted, leading to increased inflammation throughout your system. Here's what helps. Create a consistent bedtime routine. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and avoid screens for at least an hour before sleep. These simple steps help regulate melatonin production, which plays an important role in prostate health and overall hormonal balance for men. In a moment, I'll share the mistake most people make when trying to implement these habits. But first, what has been your biggest challenge with frequent nighttime urination? Understanding your specific struggles helps me address the real-world obstacles my patients face. The mistake I see repeatedly is trying to change everything at once. Your body's plumbing system responds better to gradual, consistent adjustments rather than dramatic overhauls. Pick 1 or 2 habits to focus on for the first few weeks. Once those feel natural, gradually add the others. James, the patient I mentioned earlier, started with just modifying his water timing and adding short walks after dinner. Only after those became routine did we add the other elements. This gradual approach led to lasting improvements rather than overwhelming changes that couldn't be sustained. Most of my patients notice some improvement within 2 to 4 weeks when they're consistent with these natural approaches. Some feel changes sooner, others take a bit longer. Both timelines are perfectly normal. The key is patience and consistency rather than expecting overnight transformations. What I find most encouraging is how these simple lifestyle modifications work synergistically with medical care. When patients discuss these evidence-based approaches with their doctors, most physicians appreciate the proactive approach to health maintenance. Remember, these habits work best as part of comprehensive care that includes regular medical checkups and open communication with your healthcare provider. If you're experiencing new or worsening symptoms, especially difficulty urinating, blood in urine, or significant pain, those warrant prompt medical evaluation to rule out conditions that need professional treatment. The wonderful news is that by taking these natural steps and working with your medical team, It's entirely possible to significantly reduce your risk of prostate problems and greatly improve your sleep quality and overall well-being. Prevention combined with early intervention truly makes all the difference. I always tell my patients that your body has remarkable healing wisdom when you support it properly. These 5 habits help optimize the conditions for your prostate to function at its best, just like maintaining your home's plumbing system prevents major problems down the road. If this evidence-based approach resonates with you, please subscribe for more wellness education that honors your relationship with your healthcare provider. Remember, I'm here to educate and support, not replace your doctor's individualized care. Your comments and questions are incredibly valuable to me and help guide the topics I address in future videos. What aspect of prostate health would you like me to explore more deeply? Your input helps me serve this wonderful community better. If this information reminds you of someone who might benefit, perhaps a husband, father, brother, or friend, please consider sharing this video with them. Sometimes sharing knowledge is one of the kindest gifts we can offer to the people we care about. Next week, I'll be sharing natural approaches to support healthy testosterone levels after 60, including surprising foods that can help maintain energy and vitality as we age. It builds perfectly on what we've discussed today and addresses another question many of my male patients ask about. Thank you for taking this journey toward better health with me. Remember, small, consistent changes in your daily routine can lead to profound improvements in how you feel and sleep. Your prostate health is worth investing in, and you have more control over it than you might have realized. Sweet dreams and uninterrupted sleep are absolutely possible at any age when you give your body the support it needs.